This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2006 Ford F250. It is a crew cab. It is now a King Ranch. Four-wheel drive turbo diesel. 106,000 miles, being sold on a salvage title due to theft. We purchased it directly from an insurance company. They generally leave them on a salvage title, even though they're not wrecked. They don't want the liability that a clean title infers. They sell it to us. The clean title infers that it's fine and they know everything about it. Well, they have never driven the vehicle, the insurance company, so they don't know anything about it. So if you run a stop sign, they don't want you blaming Allstate and then coming back to them somehow. So they throw it under the bus. Why do I say it is a King Ranch now? Well, upon getting here, we discovered that it used to be yellow and it used to be a Lariat. So basically, someone did a really, really nice paint job. I don't know if you can tell, but this isn't like a Mako paint job. This is like real paint. Someone did a really, really nice white paint job, but they didn't do the inside of the bed, and some places under the hood you'll see a little bit of yellow peek through, but you cannot tell on this truck that it's yellow from the outside or even from the inside. I'll show you around. It's a beautiful truck. I think that they probably stole a Lariat and a King Ranch at the same time and decided that they would flip them around and no one would ever be able to find them or notice. It's those pesky VINs that give them away. Anyway, we sent it to detail and it came back better than we could even imagine. It's a beautiful truck. Runs great. I'm just really impressed. Beautiful tires. They're probably 75%, maybe 85% tread. I'm trying to give you a good view of the paint here. This is an HD video. Beautiful gloss, beautiful clear coat. They did a really nice job. Whoever did this really, really, really wanted to keep it. Because they, gosh, I would like to have a painter like that around. You can still see the nipples on the tires. That's how not used they are. I would say that the rear tires look like they're probably, gosh, 65, 75%. The front look like 75, 85, something like that. And they're King Ranch wheels too. So they really, really attempted to do this correctly. If you can see through the, here you go. See there? That's the inside of the bed. We put a brand new bed liner in it, but you can see the yellow. See that? I mean, they did a beautiful job on the outside of this truck. I mean, I'm not sure why they didn't just finish up the last little bit of it, other than they just wanted to drop a bed liner in it themselves and call it a day. But they did a really, really good job. There's your driver rear tire. And as you can see, it's got a brand new spare under there, which is something we don't guarantee, but when they have them, we'll tell you. Wow. I mean, he even painted in between the bed and the cab. All the molding was taped off. Let me show you under the hood, the other places where he left out. Anyway, here you go. Here's your clues. The headlights, bezels, which we were going to paint black, but we're like, let's leave it so they can see it. And then he taped it off here on the core support a little bit. That's yellow. A little bit on the inside of the fender. So you can see the Ford stamp right there. It's still the Ford fenders. All the Ford parts, you just, up against the firewall, you see a little bit of yellow. But, gosh, other than that, I mean, this is just a very good job of doing what he tried to do. We put 2 brand new batteries in it. Here's your Ford stamp on this fender also. See a little bit of yellow back there. Got some sort of an aftermarket air box on it. When it came here, it had a little bit of vapor from the exhaust, so we sent it to our diesel shop, and they've already done the EGR. The famous EGR that everyone worries about has been done on this. So not only do you get a really pretty truck, but you get one with the EGR already done, which is worth its weight in gold in my opinion. Anyway, if you look at the door jambs, I mean, really good job. Let's see a little bit. There's a little PO right there. But gosh, it's just unbelievable. Anyway, here's your King Ranch seats. Now the reason we're saying that it went from a Lariat to a King Ranch is that they don't make King Ranch in yellow. So we are assuming that. Now they did it right. I mean they did the seats, the steering wheel, the pulls. It's all King Ranch stuff. So I mean essentially it's a King Ranch, but we know enough to know of these cars that it's not a King Ranch, in our opinion. Unless somebody can find a yellow one, maybe it is. Maybe it was just a yellow King Ranch that they turned into a... But it really doesn't matter. It's a King Ranch now. And it's a nice one. What else do I need to tell you? Oh, the TCB light. Trailer brake control light. Message lights to come on. I'll see if I can... There it is. Trailer disconnected. There's another light that comes on that says TCB, which means that they cut the wires to the tow package. We don't deal with that stuff because some people like to put their own tow lights on. Anyway, let me run this thing through the systems checks. This thing came out so much better than I thought. When it showed up, I was pretty upset that we saw that yellow paint under the hood. And now that it's clean and we did the EGR, I love this truck. In fact, it's probably going to be the truck I drive home tonight. 104,082 miles. Obviously, the turbo gauge will show when you're turboing, when you're actually driving. We have a radio, 6-disc changer. Let's turn on the air here. Make sure the air is working okay. Yes, it is. That would be the air. Let's see. Let's turn that off. That's a little... Let's see. I do notice that the rear window power slider is non-functional. Assume it's not going to be working, and we'll try to get it working. If it's not, then assume it's not. And then let's see what else we got. God, they even changed that. That's pretty cool. And then we have parking sensors on and off, tow package. There's the tow haul on and off. I'm going to look into that rear sliding window. I'll bet it's just disconnected behind the thing when they did their little switch over. Let's see. Let me put it into neutral and put it into low. There's your... Put it into drive. Go like this. Go like this. Okay, let me put it into 4 high. 4 high. That works good. Let me put it into reverse. Looks like the shift indicator, little chingazo broke. There's the light. It says TBC fault. That is the trailer brake control. It has nothing to do with the functionality of the vehicle at all, but it has to do with wires being cut. Anyway, let me put it back into 2-wheel drive. Put it into drive. I'm also going to see if we can get the pin back on for the shift indicator. Now, let me take this on a quick ride here. boy, this thing has a nice feel to it. I have driven it on I-10 once before we sent it to detail, and it had that EGR, so it had a little bit of a hesitation, but man, does this thing run good now. Wow. Yeah, the TBC light, the rear sliding window not functioning currently. Like I said, I won't guarantee that it'll work, but I'm going to look into it. It's probably just unplugged. And the shift indicator, for some reason that little red chingazo is broken, which kind of happens a lot with Ford trucks. That must be some sort of a faulty piece of plastic there that doesn't like getting knocked around. Anyway, this thing runs like brand new. I love this truck. It looks good. We just disclose everything. I mean, gosh, we could probably have run around with a little bit of white paint and hidden the spots, and you would have never known, ever. But we don't do that. So this is what it is. It's 104,000 mile, currently a King Ranch. And it runs and drives like it's got 10,000 miles on it. You would love this truck. Please check it out. I'm going to get on it real quick here. There we go. Beautiful truck. Anyway, please check it out. Thank you.